from the rubble. So with Ari still unconscious, Ark decided to teleport outside, and before their eyes, a monstrous Hydra emerged out of the ground. As Ark spotted the rings attached to their body, Chiyomi began suggesting they retreat to create a plan. But the monster noticed their presence and unleashed an energy blast on them, making Fumba think they were completely fried. A few years ago, he had demanded respect from his clan, saying that he's the most powerful monster tamer alive. But the clan leader said he's actually weak, and told him to get lost because his useless face was worse than a dumpster. But as Fumba heard these words, he decided to beg the Empire King for his help and asked for a position in his city. But the king told him that he's completely worthless, and said even a stray dog was more valuable than his worthless body. These words had fueled his desire to become the greatest monster sorcerer in their world, and he began commanding the Hydra to head for the city and devour everyone. At the same time, Ark's teleportation landed them on a mountain. But as Chiyomi began wondering how they managed to survive, she thought that Ark must definitely be the most overpowered human she's ever seen, to have even successfully shielded the Hydra's breath. However, Ark realized that Ari was nowhere in sight, so as he began screaming her name, they spotted her on a rock, and noticed the dark aura oozing out of her body, as she began saying that she wasn't actually unconscious when the imp hypnotized her mind. She revealed that she heard every single word Fumba said, and suggested they find him so that she can isekai his ass. With the loser already believing they were dead, she thought they would easily catch him off guard. But as she began to leave, she noticed that Ark wasn't moving. She wondered why he wasn't coming with them, so Ark revealed that he would rather stop the monster instead. Thinking he's too weak to defeat it, Chiyomi tried telling him to sit this one out, but Ark told her to shut her disgusting mouth, and said her face looks like shit.
Damn!
At the same time, the Hydra was heading closer to the city, and they began sounding the alarm to evacuate the citizens. But the commander ordered his men to defend their city. As one of the snakes tried to unleash a blast, Ark hit it with a wyvern slash, and as they all noticed his presence, he realized that the snake didn't even get scratched. But when they tried to devour him, Ark managed to escape, and bashed his shield into another snake. As he teleported away, he returned with a fist, and hit it with an armor lariat, killing it at that instant. Watching his monster getting knocked out, Fumba began wondering if Ark's body was made out of steel, realizing he should have been obliterated by the Hydra's breath. Right then, the Hydra unleashed another energy blast that burned up the forest, but Ark teleported away. Immediately, one of the snakes captured him, and as Ark realized that the Hydra was trying to sacrifice one of their own to annihilate him, they unleashed their breath, but his shield protected him, repelling the energy across the forest. So while the Hydra was preparing to unleash another blast, Ark summoned a magic circle in the sky, and with his judgment magic, he sliced them at the same time. However, their heads began regenerating, so as Ark teleported away, he decided to try a new magic skill, and summoned the infernal demon at that moment. At the same time, the Hydra had fully regenerated. But as the demon appeared before it, Ark realized that it would stop the serpent from getting into the city. Meanwhile, Ari and Chiyomi were running through the forest, but as Ponta sensed that Fumba was close, it began following his scent. So as he was about to command the Hydra to unleash its full power, Ari nearly fried his face off. As they appeared before his eyes, Fumba began wondering if they want a taste of his meat. But Ari called him a loser, and threatened to shove his meat into his own mouth. She told him that he's weak, and said he was trying to use the monsters to hide his weakness because it was the only way he could stay relevant in this world. Hearing her words, Fumba remembered that his clan leader and the Empire King had said the exact same thing, and as he grew angry, he decided to reveal his whip. Thinking he could prove himself, he began lashing the whip to summon his monsters, but as Ari rushed at him, he withdrew immediately. As his imps tried to sneak up on her, Ari slayed them with her blade, and told him that his cheap trick would never work twice on her. Desperate to eliminate her,